going on, you text message twat muzzling weirdos? We're having some technical difficulties, so we're shooting the shit right up until the point. Like, I have no idea what to call these bastards. But whatever. Welcome to Grunt Speak.
Live! Now...
Toxic male fat punisher.
Yeah. We got the Murphy showing up here and pounding it in our ass here.
I don't know what was going on with that. Hit stream. Nothing. All right, stop. Check a few things. Hit stream. Nothing. Okay, what's the hell? Right, turn it off and turn it on again.
Yep.
And now it's hard to turn it on again and turn it on again. Turn it again. Do they have customer service? No, they don't have customer service. Motherfucker. Best we can do is kill you.
Yeah. Now, gentlemen, if you have any links to other companies for live streaming, you send it to us on email so we can build a database.
I think we're just going to start going through StreamYard at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're getting some new toys in here. Going to try to figure some things out for the holidays. Winning.
Yep.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Yeah, we can only hope. But first things first.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We have to talk about, stupid leftoid of the day.
Yeah, I mean...
It takes a lot to narrow that list down.
No, well, hang on. Before we get to this one, I just have to say this. The left and the liberals are out of their motherfucking minds.
I don't think that's news to anybody.
How many times have we watched on the media when people get subpoenaed before Congress and the Senate and they don't fucking answer questions and nothing happens to them?
Oh, you mean like, what's a woman? I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
Yeah, even
though the reason that I'm getting picked is because I'm black with a vagina.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got the snot canoe.
Totally qualified.
Yeah, totally qualified.
And that's why cunt Tanji Brown, or whatever, Brown Jackson, piece of shit, is the stupidest leftoid of the day. Why? Because she has now suggested that the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life is fodder for white supreme pizzas.
Yeah, that's another trumpeting charge for the left. Everything is white supreme pizza. Even when they do crazy shit, it gets blamed on the right.
Literally everything.
So, yeah.
I can't believe that this even came out of her mouth. She's out of her damn mind.
Is this the same one that said, I can't answer that because I'm not a biologist?
Yep. This business wants to express its own view of nostalgia about Christmases past by reproducing classic 1940s and 50s Santa scenes. They do it in a sepia tone, and they're customizing each one. I want to do video depictions of It's a Wonderful Life. I want to be authentic, so only white children and families can be customers for that particular product. See, as soon as you bring this up, you have no credibility.
Well, you're
done.
And you're just announced to the world you're an absolute fucking racist.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, listen, I'm going to be honest. Everyone out there has got a little bit of racism in them. That's just the way it is. All right? Nobody out there is Mother Teresa, and even Mother Teresa probably have a potty mouth and she sucked a dick once in a while.
Yeah, just a bit.
Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying I know woman's nature, and it's just the way it works.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you're wrong.
But, listen, showing up on time for work, white supremacy.
Yep.
Good at math.
We got the whole, with this whole thing here. Characteristics of white supreme pizza culture. Mm-hmm. I shit you not. So here we go. Either or thinking. Mm-hmm. Worship of the written word, says the people who constantly refer you to the dictionary for
that
feminism.
They change at a whim because they're losing arguments.
Yeah. They refer you to the dictionary for feminism, but for everything else, it's just the dictionary and the definitions are out of date. Objectivity, individualism, quantity over quality. I love how they put individualism in here, and these are the motherfuckers who expect us to believe in 73 imaginary genders.
Yeah.
Power hoarding. Oh, you mean like people who have the media and the government back up every bit of their bullshit narrative?
Oh, didn't that just happen with the railroad strike?
Yeah.
The monopoly that's being reinforced with the government. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah. And the whole summer of love.
Oh, my God. Fiery but peaceful. Get the fuck out of here.
Fear of open conflict. Sure. Yeah, we're supposedly vile, evil, warlike, systemically racist, but we're afraid of open conflict.
Yeah.
A sense of urgency. Everybody's had to shit while they're on the expressway stuck in traffic.
Well, sense of urgency. That's meeting a deadline
Yep.
That's white supreme pizza.
Totally. Defensiveness.
Everyone's defensive, so.
Paternalism. So fatherhood in general.
Yeah.
The white supreme pizza.
Well, the minority community, they have a shortage of fathers.
Yep, and whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Progress is bigger and more, whatever the hell that means. Belief in one right way. Well, sometimes there is only one right way.
That's right. There's only one truth and a whole bunch of different perspectives.
Yep. Right to comfort and perfectionism. It's poison. Don't breathe it in. Wait.
What the hell is right to comfort? What the fuck does that mean?
No one has the right to comfort.
I know, but yeah, I mean, that seems like it's a leftoid thing. Because
it is.
It's a human right that I get a house. No, it's not.
So the right to comfort is white supreme pizza, but who was begging for the safe spaces with cuddly teddy bears and puppies on college campuses because they were confronted with opinions they don't like?
Yeah, I mean,
who expects censorship of ideas they can't stand on Twitter?
Yep. I don't know, man.
Just saying.
I'm just sick and tired of this bullshit. And it's not going to take us anywhere good because sooner or later it's going to come to blows.
Yep. And not the good kind.
No.
Not the kind that we read about in grotesque detail on Urban Dictionary.
Or the one you get in high school in the back of a car somewhere.
Yeah. And you haven't really got all the experience yet. Next thing you know, it looks like
things happen.
Looks like snotty soft serve coming out of her nose because you were a little bit pent up and you didn't warn her.
I don't know.
Oh man, just like that shirt that you see in the hood. If you're gonna blow out a chick's nose, warn a brother. Just saying. But we got another fun story here for you. That was just stupidest leftoid of the day. Now we're going to travel up to
Canada. Now remember,
Kanakistan, as I call it.
They were the ones that were saying there will be no death lists.
No death panels at all.
No death panel. None of
remember
that.
in 2008 when that was a conspiracy theory and everybody used it to say that Sarah Palin was out of her mind and obviously, she was in a role too big for her britches, blah, blah, blah. She's not sounding so stupid anymore.
No, because in Canada, the 6th leading cause of death is?
Assisted suicide.
Yep.
And here we go. A Paralympian veteran wanted a wheelchair lift installed. Canada offered her assisted suicide instead.
Best we could do is kill you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Best we could do is kill you.
All right, now now I'm talking to the military people out there. I've been on sick call many times in my career. All right, and before the whole computer thing was around, I remember going on sick call, sitting down in front of some PFC or E4 medic, and literally had a flow chart, and you're like, "Why are you here?" I have a sore throat. Okay. Do you have a fever? Any vomiting? And literally they go down a flow chart, and it tells you, give them a strep throat test, antibiotics. Now it's the flow chart of you're looking at the PFCs like I have a sore throat. Yeah. Best we could do here is let me figure it out. Yeah, it's kill you.
Yeah, best we could do is kill you. Sorry, I don't know.
Is that fucking stupid or what? I mean, what?
Like, hey, Doc, I broke my toe walking through the kitchen at night. I was just trying to get myself a snack. I just snagged it on the stool. Can I get a walking cast? Best we can do is kill you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know what to do.
We need to do a comedy skit. We need to do a comedy skit to make fun of Canada.
Doc, I broke my leg. So what do you do? Can you put a splint on it for me? Give me a cast, get some crutches? Best we can do is kill you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Even Trudeau's getting in on it. Check this out here.
There we go.
We're going to kill you.
It's my first attempt at a deep fake.
That was not bad.
Holy shit. This is just all kinds of ridiculous. How do you justify this? With there's going to be no this, there's going to be no that, blah, blah, blah. And then here it is. Everybody always says that conservatives go toward this slippery slope argument, and it's a fallacy, blah, blah, blah. Well, here we are.
Yeah, listen, abortion.
Yeah.
It was basically legalized on a lie.
Yep.
And, I mean, it was supposed to be safe and rare.
Safe, legal, and rare. Yep.
And they take that one excuse for it, And virtually every abortion was because it was necessary.
Yeah.
And now they think it's a human right. Why, how is it a human right? Really? So you have the right to be irresponsible, and then when the oops happens, you get to murder the child. That's a human right?
Totally.
Get the fuck out of here. And we watched the creep go all the way through to a point where they're now like in New York and California, it's up to 28 days after birth.
Yep.
When does it stop?
And
Oh,
they're
that's
trying
right.
to push
It
that
doesn't stop. Historically, if you look at what happened in Nazi Germany, it started off in the hospitals.
Yep.
And it just got worse and worse and worse until they had fucking industrialized death camps.
Yep.
And just don't ever look at me and go, oh, that could never happen here.
And
Motherfucker, it is.
It is. It's happening here now.
God, all right. I'm already
Not to
swearing.
go off in the weeds, but like one thing I've noticed, somebody actually decided to start cataloging German women and their Tinder profiles. A stunning amount of them tend to go to the concentration camps and take selfies.
Well, that's disturbing.
Yeah. A woman like that, think twice before jumping in when she asks you if you want to shower.
Listen, those
saying.
places are fucking stupid haunted, too.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, my God.
You know,
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're all hoping to be the, like the dude from Ghostbusters. Then the ghost comes in, starts diddling their bean.
Tinder selfie.
Flicking the TikTok.
These ladies are on.
Yeah, paddling a mile in your snot canoe.
Ugh. Disgusting. This chick would be paddling with both hands here. So what happened was 52-year-old retired corporal competed in the 2016 Paralympics, asked for a wheelchair lift to be installed in her home. Canadian Veteran Affairs Office countered with a letter offering to send her a medically assisted suicide kit. The letter read, "If you're so desperate, madam, we can offer you medical assistance in dying."
Yep.
Makes you wonder about those Molly maids now, don't it?
Well, the thing
Wow.
is they don't want to pay for the veteran.
Yeah.
Listen, this all boils down to money. Everything
absolutely.
boils down to money. You have the useful idiots who want money to not exist and things to magically appear.
Yep.
But here in the prime material plane, that's not the case. If you want to, something needs to die so you can eat to live.
And it is what it is.
Yep.
This.
I just can't believe this. I mean, she was a corporal, right?
Yeah.
That's an E4 with a corporal's an E4 with basic NCO duties. It's basically considered an NCO.
Yep. And you've got, in addition to that, you've got retailers up there making viral ads promoting medically assisted suicide.
Wow, that is disgusting. All right, now, first of all, am I against assisted suicide? No, I am not. But if you are in a place where you got a terrible diagnosis, it's going to end poorly, and you ride it out as long as you can, and you want to step out with a little dignity, totally cool with that. But that should not be the first fucking option, God damn it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, hey, I got hit in the head with a dick straw. The best we can do is
The best we can do is kill you. Well, you're going to hear that all through the stream. It's unbelievably stupid what they're doing. I just don't get it.
I know. Speaking of which, we're going to jump over to Cuckafornia Stan, and this one is genuinely sad.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this dude did kind of take the bait away out. SoCal Huntington Beach Elementary School principal commits self-deletion at Disneyland.
All right, now hang on.
Woo!
Now, I am terribly sorry that this guy killed himself.
Yes.
I am. But if you're going to do such a thing, don't do it at Disneyland.
Don't do it at Disney. Do it in front of the kids.
I gotcha. And listen, this guy was getting fucked over. And this is the first story. We're going to actually do a stream called Collateral Damage. We're going to talk about all of the people who died or get fucking maimed by the court system from women lying.
And it happens.
We might actually have some call-ins. If that works for you, let us know in the comments below.
It happens all the time.
All the fucking time.
And they will go out of their way not to publish any studies that link self-deletion to divorce.
Correct.
They go out of their way to.
Oh yeah, and I've been harping on that since we started.
Yep.
I was literally, when I would read about a suicide, I would Google it, copy and paste either the obituary or the article into a document. I would simply do a find replace search for simple words like divorce, separation, stepchildren, estrangement. It was like 5 or 6 words that were in 70% of the fucking suicides I was researching.
Yep.
All right. That, granted, that's not scientifically done. It's anecdotal. But listen, I'm not a liar, and I'm just telling you what I found doing my own research. There is a definite link between divorce and contact with friend of the court that is just crushing these dudes until they fucking die. And it almost happened to me.
Yeah.
There was one occasion, my buddy Darren, who's passed away, I was, the divorce was going full fucking steam. I was looking at a very negative outcome. I literally went to his house saying, hey, I'm here to say goodbye. I'm going to go do some horrible shit. And he talked me down with a bottle of Glenlivet.
Yeah, that'll do it most of the time.
Yeah. And I owe that motherfucker my life. And all he did was talk to me. That's it. And that's all I do on my show when I do the comedy. I'm just trying to talk to these guys out there who are lost. This isn't necessary.
No.
He was 51. Now, and he traumatized his entire family. I'm sure his school he was at, they're all effed up now because, it's elementary school. Those kids, listen, those kids wear their heart on their sleeve up until about 8th grade when they start to get, callous up at how fucked up the world is. But at that age, it had to be absolutely devastating for the entire school.
And the reasoning behind it is the worst part. So Christopher Christensen, say that 3 times fast, 51, jumped off the Mickey and Friends parking structure on Saturday, said he was falsely accused of child endangerment by his wife in a Facebook post before he swan dove into the pavement.
Yep.
Marlene and I love and adore each other, and our relationship has been amazing up until recently, he said on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, look at this here. He put a whole self-deletion note.
Yeah, we're not going to read the whole thing.
No, it's long, but he's even running interference for his wife.
He's running top cover for the woman that made this all possible. Yeah. And she's going to get 100% pass.
Yeah, she too had no intention of having that night come this far. She knows I would never hurt her or the girls, and she too has been trying to clear my name with little success. Again, the legal system is deeply flawed, to say the least. And guess who exploited it?
I know. And listen, if there's a system out there that destroys love and hope, that is 100% black-hearted evil, and it should be resisted 1,000 fucking %.
You're damn right.
You just don't need anything like that in the world.
No.
I mean, and listen, you take away hope, a lot of these guys, once the hope is gone, they're lost. And they wind up testing gravity, which always works, like this individual.
Oh, he tested it, and I think he got the result he was looking for.
Yeah, he did.
It's bad news bears either way. You know what? I am never for a permanent solution to a temporary problem, which this, no question, was. But I'm going to raise this to this gentleman here, but more importantly, to all the dudes out there whose stories don't get told because they don't choose a highly public place to commit this act.
Correct. Yep.
And it happens every day, all the time.
All over. But I will say this. About 10, 15 years back, there was a dude going through this vicious fucking divorce. His soon-to-be ex-wife narked him out for some shit to the IRS.
Oh,
he got in his private plane and flew it right into the IRS building.
No, we're not condoning that or anything.
No, but I understand. I understand. Well, hey, what are you going to do, man?
Yeah, and what's the solution to shit like that? Expand the IRS. Don't you love it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, you got this FTX shit going on. The Pentagon just failed its 5th straight audit with trillions missing. They're fine, but you got to report that $600 on Venmo, otherwise we're going to send a SWAT team after your ass.
Yeah. Listen, this is not going to end well.
We don't have representatives anymore. We have owners.
We have dictators.
Yeah. Richard Potatoes.
The dictators in chief. We got one right there. He's out of his fucking mind.
Oh, no, he's totally mentally all with it, man. Most popular president ever. 81 million scoops of ice cream.
No, listen, when I was looking at these, the show this morning, when I was going through all of these articles, I knew this is going to spin me up.
Yep.
And we're going to do a fucking show strictly about men that get fucked over and kill themselves.
Absolutely.
We have to do a live. We're going to have a live stream. Probably have the lines open for half an hour so you guys can call in, tell your stories. And it doesn't have to be your story. It could be your friend, a relative. Just keep their name out of it.
Yeah.
And because this is, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, these are stories that need to be told, and more often than not, they're swept under the rug because they're inconvenient. Every
man should live a life where his story should be told.
Damn right.
Flat out.
Yes. But we're going to switch gears.
Hang on now. Is that painted on there?
No. It's just almost see-through. Winning.
Okay. It looks like they were in a vat of dye up to their waist.
And I'm totally cool with that.
I got you.
It's not a bad look for him. However, this person has no good looks. Rachel Levine calls on doctors to push puberty blockers and sex reassignment surgery for the chillins. And you want to hear it straight from the whore?
Yeah, let's hear it.
There we go.
So I encourage all of you to think of yourselves as ambassadors to your communities.
Stop it right now. Stop.
Ambassadors for science.
Right. So this individual is wearing a military uniform of some type.
Which was gifted to him.
Him, her, him, she, Sam, Sam, ma'am, whatever they want to call it.
Jumbo shrimp.
All right, now you want to know why? This is one of the main reasons why they're not making their fucking requirements for enlistment.
Yeah.
The recruiters are failing across the board. It's this woke-ass bullshit. And people are looking at this going, why the fuck would I want to join up for Looney Tunes? And I cannot in good faith recommend anyone go in the military at this time. I can't do it.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Yes. Ambassadors for compassion.
I totally buy that this is a female voice. It's totally natural.
These conversations don't have to be limited or restricted to a medical setting. Offer yourselves as informational resources, not just for youth, but for school teachers, principals.
And these are the people in charge of public
professional
health.
Organizations, recreation centers, county commissioners,
because it's stupid,
and others who would benefit from this information and your perspective. Please proactively seek opportunities to speak about what you know. Our task is to educate the public in as many forums as possible. And we need to have these conversations that
I love how the
question
dickhead even puts Admiral in the StreamYard box down there as if he actually earned that rank.
That are underlying today's attacks on trans people. Pushing
There
back
are
the
none.
veil of ignorance demands this extra effort.
Show me one.
This is the challenge before our profession. For almost 40 years now, I have considered it an honor to be a doctor. I believe in our role
You should
as
give that
healers.
license
I
back.
believe in our role as truth tellers. And the truth that we need to confront now is that medicine and science are being politically perverted around this country. This destroys human
Thank you
lives.
for
And we have
admitting
reached
it.
a tipping point.
Now take responsibility.
For the role in medicine and civic life, for the health and well-being of LGBTQI plus youth and other Americans.
Oh, the LGBTQ WTF LOL.
Loose, gay, butt twerking queers.
Yeah.
And those are all words that they use themselves, and they used to describe their behaviors.
Yeah. Whatever rumor with a G.
Yep.
This is so fucked up. Now,
All right, now
and these people will insist, they will swear on a stack of Bibles that this is all about what is necessary and right for these kids.
Yep.
They're born in the wrong body, even though these are...
That's a metaphysical argument.
Sorry, you can't do that.
Yeah. There's a separation of church and state, which means you can't use metaphysical arguments to pass laws or policy.
Oh, but they do all the time.
Yeah, they do.
And it's totally not about the money. Let's take a look at some figures that nobody is going to admit to you, shall we?
And this one is from 2017, so you can add 21%.
It was updated on as of June 2020.
It's updated.
So let's check this out here. Well, it shows you what all it entails, and you can see all these sources under
The face, the chest, the body, the genitals.
Here you go. CNN recently reported that they could expect to pay as much as $100,000 in total costs. However, The phalloplasty alone, according to the Transformers Law Center, says that could cost upwards of $100,000. So you go through here, then you have MTF surgery costs. It lists about a dozen facial feminization procedures, which means that likely many of these have to be compounded.
Correct.
Neck liposuction, $1,500. Facelift, $8,000. The average price for a single one of these surgeries, $4,375.
Yeah.
Breast augmentation, $6,500.
Zipper
Body and
tits.
buttock surgery, up to $5,000 for a buttock augmentation. $1,000 for liposuction, $6,200 for abdominoplasty. Genitalia, the vaginoplasty, $12,600. And testiculars removal, $3,500.
$3,500 for being treated like a eunuch.
And then it just keeps on compounding.
Look at that.
And then the male to female costs, $1,500 liposuction, $8,000 facelift, all that stuff.
You know
Same.
what?
Mastectomy, $5,500.
You need to email me this, and I'm gonna do an episode, a comedy
Already have it all.
episode on all of this.
Yep.
Fucking
And then, of
numbers.
course, there's the hidden costs. This is where becoming a big pharmaceutical patient for life comes in. Let's see. Any complications you may have for this, add 10 to 30 grand to the amounts quoted in the examples
Do you know what the
above.
percentage for complications are? 70% of the time.
There you go.
These people, these aren't minor complications.
These are huge.
These are life-threatening complications.
And even when it goes well, you're still nursing a chronic infection essentially for
Forever.
the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Non-medical procedures, Botox and laser hair removal, that can cost up to $2,400 a year. Counseling, $50 to $200 a session. Paying for your surgery. Insurance doesn't cover it in a lot of cases.
But the
Of course
Army
it
does.
doesn't. Yeah, of
The
course it
military,
does.
sorry.
Military, California stands, San Francisco
Well,
has their
yeah.
own special commission for this shit. And then you check this out. This is a market analysis report from Grandview Research. Sex reassignment surgery market size was valued at $1.9 billion in 2021, and it is expected to compound at a compound annual growth rate. This is unheard of, 11.23% up to 2030.
Oh, if it goes on at 11% up until 2030, this country's doomed.
Yes, it
It's
does.
fucking doomed. It's going to be nothing but psycho fucking idiots trying to run the show.
Yep.
We're going to be a country of idiocracy.
And then you go here. The maps that show how many pediatric
This disturbed me.
gender
right here.
clinics that have popped up in just the last 15 years. 2007, there were two. 2022.
Yeah, there's what, 100?
Looks like sprinkles on an ice cream,
There's what, 100 there?
at least.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that.
Yep.
Listen, you let the kids be kids.
Yep.
This is going to be a huge problem in the future. Because, listen,
To put it mildly.
these kids, they don't know shit. And you're going to, like, stunt their growth, sterilize them, cut on their bodies, and they're going to grow up at some point, and by the time they get to become adults, they're going to be fucking totally out of their goddamn minds.
Yeah. Kids, especially, even well into being teenagers, most of them have no concept of for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Listen, I when I was in high school, I didn't see myself living to 30.
Well, could you imagine? I mean, some of these people, we've seen some of the tattoos people get when they turn 18 or 19.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
Some people look like they fell into like the discarded vat of tattoo needles in prison by the time they're 20. And half the time, these tattoos mean nothing to them.
Correct.
And they're stuck with them forever.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting a tattoo, but I'm not doing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to have my old Army unit that I went to Iraq with, 425, get there.
Well, that would be fun because it would actually mean something to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually dating one of twins, one of the twin sisters a long time ago. They decided to go on their 19th birthday and get tramp stamps, and they got Japanese characters, which meant twin. But I decided to fuck with them because there were 3 symbols there. I'm like, why does it say beef with broccoli on your back? Like, what?
You have a dinner
Just to fuck with them.
Yeah, your tramp stamp, it's dinner menu.
Yeah, it's a dinner
Just so
menu
you know.
right there.
Like, what?
Like, that just reminds me, I want some pot stickers, man.
Those are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are. They're damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell, man? We're just, ugh. And the asteroid came and killed the dinosaurs? I'm just saying.
Yep.
This is one of the biggest threats that our country, the nuclear family, civilization, as
Well, the
we
thing
know it,
is,
is really
the
facing,
fam-
because they're getting us to tear each other apart
Well,
from
no,
within.
the family's gone. That was the nuclear family were the bricks that holding up the entire culture. That's almost gone now. So the whole thing is going to fall down.
Yep.
We are witnessing the slow motion train wreck of the Western world here. Just so we can get that on the record.
Yep. And yeah, so plan ahead. And if you've already planned ahead and you're ready for when shit hits the fan, then I guess save me some popcorn.
Listen, it's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good, no.
Yeah.
But you're going to either have to learn to laugh at it, or a lot of people out there are going to be choosing that permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Well, if you go through the surgery, it's not a temporary problem then.
Yeah. And there are, you can ask these people. They will get approved for like hormones on the first visit, like
Yep.
2 visits to the shrink. Oh, you got gender dysphoria. I'm going to send you to the doctor. Oh, okay. Well, here's your testosterone. You can just start with that. By the way, your voice will be irrevocably altered,
Yep.
but everything else is totally reversible.
No, not so much.
No.
Yep.
Quite
And look, I mean, they're just kids.
Yeah, they're just kids. Kids who can't drive, kids who can't buy lottery tickets, kids who can't vote.
Mhm.
And for some reason, the leftoids want us to trust
And
them
we
with
have
this.
states out there taking these children away from the families.
Yeah.
Just so this horrible shit can be done to them.
Because it's all about the money.
It is.
They
Unfortunately.
want to reduce the population and make money off it. I mean, this is a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's so goddamn evil.
It is.
I have a hard time just believing this is. I've never envisioned it getting this bad
No.
in my entire life.
And it has accelerated beyond belief.
It is insane.
I mean, we used to be able to just kind of watch them, take the inches. Now,
No, they are sprinting.
Yep.
And it's getting faster and faster.
I think that's what's waking more people up.
Mhm.
But being awake is not the same thing as taking action.
That's right.
Being a silent majority is not enough.
No, it's getting to the point where everyone's going to have to make their voice heard somehow.
Yep. Because if not, you're going to wind up with headlines like this. LGBTQ WTF LOL activists claim anti-gay right-wing terror squads caused a power outage in North Carolina.
All right, hang on.
No evidence for this.
Well, I understand. I understand what you're saying. There's no evidence for it, except this. This part of North Carolina is where they run the final field problem for Special Forces qualification course. Everyone in this area knows what's going on. That it's anywhere, 4 to 6 times a year. They run a Robin Sage. They have people from the local communities participating. And quite frankly, when I read the reports on this, it was done surgically, coordinated quite well. And I've been saying this since I started talking about the two-way rifle range stuff. You will know when the right wing does something when it's surgically precise. All right, and I'm thinking that this actually might have been a militia unit that either worked with the military or they have people from actual Fort Bragg doing this, because it's not that hard. And this is going to happen more because our infrastructure is unguarded and it's easy to hit. Power outages, piece of cake. Next, rail lines, piece of cake. It's virtually unguarded. All right. Then you got water. That's a little more difficult, but it can be done. I mean, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm not going to tell you that it was a good thing that they knocked 40,000 people out from their, electrical service. I hope nobody died in the hospital. I'm just telling you, when you start seeing this and it happens more often, they're going to get bigger. They're going to be more precise. You're going to have more people participating, and after they get to a certain enough people doing it, there's no stopping it.
Okay. If you're correct.
If I am correct. I could be wrong.
There's definitely some discrepancies here. We can go to this article here from AmericanPartisan.com. A lesson in asymmetric warfare in Moore County. Now, I'm going to skip to the stuff that's specifically kind of funky here. So by now, most know the story. For those that don't, a couple of power substations were shot in a similar manner to an attack in California a few years back. It's something that's been pointed out for at least a decade now by any with common sense. The story quickly became a conflict between a kid-friendly, which should be in quotes, drag show in Aberdeen and the town, which had moved to shut it down. That failed. And then here's the tweet here. Several power substations were damaged and taken offline by gunfire, knocking out power to 40,000. Gun stores were robbed. A drag show was canceled. A local extremist implied that's why the power was cut. Allegedly.
And they also put in a curfew, which, if they haven't declared martial law, is illegal.
Says you likely did not notice that after the attack, there were countless left-wing accounts rapidly sharing the images of the outage which caused the drag show to be postponed, and coupled with a large target of interest who's led protests against drag shows. Funny how they knew exactly where to go to take the photos in a power outage.
Yep.
Many assumed that was the goal. You're wrong. They were also, in many cases that I found, tagging someone highly interesting, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. And they hate him because he's a Republican. He left the plantation. How dare he? He's the wrong color for that.
Correct.
I mean, you don't believe me? Just look at Kanye. Of course, he's kind of digging his own grave recently. So
yes.
that's a
Well,
bad
you
example.
heard about the attack on Tim Pool, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not good, not good.
Nope.
So this particular person thinks that it's an asymmetric war fought by the left, maintaining multiple goals in its attacks. There must be a media component for exploitation, political component, and last, street-level chaos. The incident led to a curfew, which you mentioned. Stark contrast in incomes, and anyone who's lived there can tell you a power outage is a chance to party. Street-level chaos is easily achieved.
Yeah.
Media's been running the story, of course, overemphasizing the fact that gun stores were looted because there's lots of gun stores in Aberdeen. They're highly secure. Some incidents likely did occur, but this ain't their first rodeo, and it satisfies the anti-gun narrative. They've also been overemphasizing the drag show to create the real narrative, which is going to be, your rhetoric caused this, and that's going to be the news story in North Carolina.
Correct. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not pissed off about what happened. It's unfortunate it had to get to that point. It's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah.
They're going to keep pushing this shit. It's only going to get worse. I'm just telling you right now. You know, I hate to be the guy who's always bringing everyone down. It's such a bummer, Pop. I just tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. We got lots of these stories over on over on the website. Feel free to take a look at them. But I will say this. I personally think that this was engineered by the leftoids as well.
You think
just
so?
Because the narrative bandwagon was created far too quickly and spread way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's an element of coordination there that a militia would not get. Not from the media. It was just so fast.
Well, the thing is, it's a big news event when things like this are executed.
It is.
All right, and I can guarantee you there's probably FBI agents all over that place, and they're probably talking to all their confidential informants, trying to find out who did what, where, and why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe we'll get a little more information that'll shed some light on exactly what happened.
We'll see.
Because if it was done by the right, you're probably not going to get as much information. If it was done by the left, those motherfuckers run their mouth like sieves.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
All you got to do is tell one person, and it's on.
I know. Because they think they're stunning and brave, and they're, committing a revolution against the evil establishment, when really what they're doing is they're doing the establishment's bidding, and they're too stupid to realize it because they're focusing on the breadcrumbs that they're promised and never given every 4 years.
Oh, yeah, you are correct.
Morons.
Well, we do have the best government money can buy. It's just we the people can't afford it.
Yeah, no shit. That's a good one right there.
Yeah, I got that from the last podcast. Pretty good.
But let me tell you something. Would this be the first time that a leftoid did something to infrastructure, city at large, their own property, other people?
You talking about a hoax?
Got the media, a hoax.
A hoax.
Get the media to blame the other side. I mean, this one is local. Yeah. Jackson, Michigan. Check this one out.
Here we go.
And this is just one of innumerable hate crime hoaxes that have occurred in the last, 20 plus years. A transformer gay rights activist burned down his own home while his pets were still inside and made it look like a hate crime.
What a dumbass.
Yep. He organized multiple LGBTQ WTF LOL events and was named Citizen of the Year. And now he stands accused of intentionally setting his own house on fire. Why? Oh, my God. He was just looking for more publicity to advance his cause. That's it. Apparently, here's Andy No's tweet on it. Nikki Jolie, or Jolly, maybe Jolie, allegedly targeted an anti-trans attack that burnt the activist's home, killing all 5 pets. Jolie later arrested after investigation. Gasoline found on his clothes. Colleagues said that he wasn't happy that LGBTQ WTF LOL issues weren't controversial anymore.
Well, yeah.
So we're going to set his house on fire, kill all the pets inside.
And blame it on someone else.
Blame it on the white Supreme pizzas.
Yeah. I'm getting kind of tired of this.
And here they are. A list of just 178 hate crime hoaxes going back to 2000. The list is on the website.
Yep.
Definitely check it out. If you go to the listing right here off of the front page, go right down here, you get all the sources.
Yep.
And these all have hyperlinks. So
I wonder what happens
more than
to
we can
people
ever
who
cover.
do this shit.
Probably nothing.
Yep. That needs to be fixed because this shit needs to end.
Well, if you got the right letter after your name, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You can burn police stations to the ground. You can attempt to burn down courthouses in Washington. Mm-hmm. You can wander around with BLM flags, sporting BLM merch, gunning down black people, and get away with it. How many people died during the Summer of Love? 36, most of them black.
And probably more than that we're not ever going to hear about.
Those are just the ones that they irrefutably, they couldn't bend the truth around them happening during riots.
Well, like Oregon still has those huge homeless camps they're trying to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that those motherfuckers are killing each other in there by giving each other fentanyl?
It doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
There's a tiny kid who OD'd on a playground.
Yeah, 10-month-old.
Yeah, 10-month-old kid.
Yeah.
Just
probably put something in their mouth.
Fentanyl
boom.
just somewhere.
Yep.
Like, what are you going to kids' playground to, smash up fentanyl and snort it?
Maybe. I don't know.
How?
I don't. But that shit is so deadly and concentrated. It's insane how we are not cracking down on it like we should. It's a chemical fucking weapon.
Yeah.
Because if you get pure fentanyl and you fill this cup, this is enough here, if it was concentrated, to kill 40 to 50,000 people.
Well, doesn't the majority of fentanyl production take place in China?
Yes, it does. Is anyone shocked?
Did you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. No.
If you're wondering why we're not cracking down on it,
China.
Look at where it comes from. And then see what kind of globalist trade relations the U.S. has with them, and then you'll probably get your answer.
There you go.
Especially if there's a lot of money going there, for allied support.
Yep.
Don't you love how, money goes to Ukraine to arm our allies? Well, if you want to disarm us, what does that make us? Just asking for a friend.
Makes us asshats.
If you go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Speaking of asshats, I'm sure everybody's just going to want your opinion on this. That's why this is like the quack attack stream, because it's just like these crazy attacks going on. Nobody really knows what the hell is going on. We still have an obscenely small amount of information about what happened in Moore County.
Yeah, I know.
There's still not very much known at all. But we know the leftoids are full of shit. Because they do the same thing after every shooting.
They do. It's
something bad happens, it's far right.
Yeah, and we've done shows on that where we've proven that stuff was done by the left, and they put the stats on the right.
Well, what about the Colorado gay bar shooting? As soon as it came out, the dude was non-binary. All of a sudden, everybody was all quiet about it.
Yep.
They assumed, of course, he's a MAGA Republican, of course. Evil white supreme pizza going in there, must hate the gays. Oh, he's non-binary.
Oh, crickets.
What?
Crickets.
And now the media, just to try to keep their narrative going in a subtle way, is intentionally misgendering this person by only referring to him as a he, even though if you and I were to do that,
We'd get in trouble.
banned.
Banned.
Banned. Not allowed to do business. Can't go to our bank anymore. Oh, your PayPal's shut down. Too late.
Yeah.
Fuckers. But on the other side of the ocean, we got this shit. Breaking news. Kiev used unmanned drones to strike 2 bases in the heart of Mother Russia. Ukrainian official confirmed in Ukraine's most brazen attack on Russia. What do you think, Pop?
All right. There's 2 ways that this could blow up. One is Russia will figure out that the drones came from another power, and then they will start tactical nuking, which will escalate into full nuking. That's one way. It could be construed that when they do this again, they hit the wrong target, detonating a nuclear device, giving Russia justification to start using tactical nukes.
Yeah, because if they strike first with tactical nukes after something like this, it would be universal condemnation even from their allies in the East.
Correct.
They would have to. They would have to distance themselves
Now,
from
there's the part here that bothers me is it's totally cool for Russia to be in Ukraine, fighting a war of aggression, but Ukraine can't strike back into Russia. I mean, without... I just think that's just fucked up in my book.
Oh, no. I mean, nobody's saying that can't. I mean, all is fair. Right?
Yeah.
Love and
But,
war,
let's face it, Ukraine doesn't have the men or the manpower logistics to defeat Russia en masse. They just don't. And listen, the minute you start invading into Russia, they get fucking worked up over it, and it usually doesn't work out well.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair,
Yeah.
Historically speaking, this is not the time of year
To be doing this.
I'm just saying, if you want to incur into Russia, wait till spring.
Yeah. And,
It doesn't work out well for anyone.
but also, they flew drones into Russia and they got away with it. They thought maybe Russia could shoot stuff down. All I've seen from Russia is a whole bunch of vapor.
Yeah.
They were terrifying before it started. And then once it started, they started losing dudes en masse. And their Air Force, they're supposedly have this great Air Force. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Their attack helicopters are getting dropped left and right, and they're not performing well. They've lost somewhere in the neighborhood between 35 and 4,300 tanks. 4 to 6,000 armored personnel vehicles, and they ran out of logistic trucks, and that's why they were commandeering civilian vehicles and even rail-heading vehicles from Mother Russia to pick up the slack for the trucks and everything else that was destroyed. And I'm up to speed on Russia's now trying to do their own counterattack, and they're moving forward at really slow pace. and I'm just telling you right now that it's not looking good for Russia. And it's going to take them decades to recover from this, if at all.
It's bad on both sides.
Because I'm telling you right now, China's looking at this going, hey, we could take over Russia.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happened before World War II. There was the Finnish-Russian War where the Russians took just horrendous casualties.
Yeah.
Hitler was like, you know what? Their army's shit. I'm going to walk right through them. And he did for 2 years. He literally ran them back. The only reason they survived is they moved their industry out of range of Germany's Air Force. If Germany had put together a long-range heavy bomber, the world would be completely different right now.
Well, thankfully they didn't.
No. You all right?
They just, sowed the seeds of destruction in various other cultures.
Yeah, well, Russia
got the United States education system to send it all out.
Correct. Well, Germany was run by an insane guy and who thought he could do it all. and he thought he had all this military experience. He was a goddamn messenger in World War I. That's it.
That's it.
He was like a corporal. So now you know what happens when a corporal runs a war. It's usually pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm done
You
talking.
could be a great public speaker, but it doesn't make you a commander.
Nope. No, it does not.
And say what you will about the that disgusting human, but public speaking, definitely his strong suit. He figured out ways to get people riled up for no fucking reason at all.
Yes, he did.
And that's what we see today. White Supreme Pizza. Ah, ree.
Yep.
Isophobic bigotry. Ah, ree. That's all it takes.
Yep, that's it.
It's like it's like when Family Guy was making fun of all the political rhetoric after 9/11, when Lois was trying to run for office. All she had to say was 9/11. Yay! What the hell?
Yeah, listen, you figure we're supposed to be this intelligent race, and the idiot boxes we carry have just dumbed us down to the point we're functional idiots.
Yeah, they're not smartphones. They're dumb phones. They're
That's
dumb
right.
makers.
They're an external brain tumor.
You know what? I'm not going to say you're wrong.
We got to write that down. That's
It's an external brain tumor. Samsung's external brain tumor. Doc, I got an external brain tumor. The best we could do is kill you. Well, I could just throw it away. We have to
Nah, it doesn't work that way.
We're gonna
I already know about it. We're going to give you the hot shot. Just,
give him the hot shot.
just sit down. The dirt nurse will be in 15 minutes.
The dirt nurse will be in. Oh, man. Walk into any hospital in Canada right now.
We're gonna kill you!
Damn it. I just broke my leg, man. I just want some crutches. You should have broken your leg somewhere else. You broke your leg in Canada. What are you going to do?
Best we can do?
Best we can do is kill you. Peace with Russia? Best we can do is kill you.
Sorry. It's got to kill you.
I want to get my son hormone treatments. Best we can do is kill you. You, not your kid. I'm sorry, but you want to see child abuse, weaponized child abuse that's being encouraged by the establishment and championed on a massive scale by the medical establishment that totally doesn't stand to profit off of the misery and torment and eventual self-deletion of these kids. Woo!
Well, somebody's got to be employed. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's got to buy me a boat. Might as well be your kid.
Yeah. Because you figure by the time you go through all of the little surgeries,
yeah,
and then you go for the big surgery, and then you deal with one round of, side effects and complications, because it's 7% of the time it's going to happen.
Yep.
You're probably out of pocket, or somebody paid between $180,000 and $225,000 fucking dollars.
And that's just for the surgery.
And then they have to be on all kinds of medications.
They got to go
for
to
the
the
rest of your life.
counseling, the medication, the hormone treatments. Those never stop. And, of course, you got to get your various dilating mechanisms and internal razors, which they totally make, right?
I hope not.
Jail.
Oh, my God. Listen, when they scoop out your innards out of your Johnson and ram it up inside you, it's probably not a good thing.
The melon baller. Oh, God. That image is stuck in the head of every person watching this stream.
Who's seen that video?
Bratwurst with the melon baller.
Which one was that again?
Jennercide.
Jennercide, yes.
If you guys haven't watched it, I don't have the link for you, but I'll just put it in the chat on YouTube.
You got to admit, though, he's
Give
kind
it
of a magician. He turned all of those, Wheaties into Twinkies.
Well, yeah. And I love how he's like, well, I've always felt this way. Bullshit. You hit that box like it owed you money.
Is he still married to what's-her-face?
Don't know, don't care. It's like puking on a pile of shit every time you bring up anyone even associated with the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah. I just can't even believe that.
Just slapping this in the chat on every site here. We can do a quick roll call while I'm at it. We got 38 watching on Twitch. D Live has got 33. MGTOW.TV 56. So nice to see more people are going over there and enjoying the best chat online. Oh, nice tatas. And then we've got 84 watching over on Odyssey. Rumble is rocking 648, and YouTube is at 830.
All right.
Outstanding. Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. We're going to start reading the
Wow,
YouTube
that's actually
chats.
pretty good. Those are pretty good numbers.
Yeah. We're going to read the YouTube chats here before we skip on over to New Tech and get with the good butts.
Yeah.
We got Brian Zilo. Commander Pop, how can we call into the show? Well, I think we're going to start using StreamYard for that.
Yeah, and I'm not a commander.
Yeah,
I'm just a dude.
Yeah, we're going to use StreamYard for that, but we're going to have to be very careful with giving that link out because, especially after what's happened recently to Red Rhino, we don't want any part of that aggravation where trolls get a hold of it, start getting in there saying nasty shit. It can cause your stream to get down, to get ripped down. Your channel can get strikes.
That could be a problem.
That could be a problem.
Yep.
Brian Zilo again. North versus South 2025. You guys already know who the North is.
Yes,
okay,
we do.
Bob? Yep.
Yes, sirree.
Oh, here we go. Fan I am with some inequality memes. Got here.
Here we go.
Inequality memes. Let's check this out. New link there. New link there. All right, what do we got? Sideshow Bob.
We're gonna kill you.
Don't want that. Sideshow Bob. Women complaining about not making as much as men in sports is like men complaining they're not making as much as women on OnlyFans.
He's absolutely correct.
1,000%
Wow.
correct. Outstanding. And then we have the Torta Whisperer. We're starting a reverse OnlyFans. Gonna send random people pics of my balls and gooch until they pay me $15.99 a month to stop.
Well, and it's a business model.
That would be.
It's not very successful, but, hey.
I accidentally sent my mom a picture of my boobs, so I followed it up with medical questions and booked a mammogram. RJ says, I tried that excuse with my dad and a picture of my penis, but he asked why I was hard and had a butt plug in. Booked some extra therapy sessions.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Woo! That's good, man.
that is really good.
Holy shit, that's a good one.
That's disgusting, too.
Yeah, but you know what?
Pocket
That's
of imagery.
quality entertainment. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Fan
Quality
I am,
entertainment.
Gentleman and a scholar, right there. Shark Dentures, I'd super chat, but the best I could do is kill you. That's a winner right there, man.
Yeah, no, we're not going to have death panels.
No,
Best we could do is kill you.
Best we could do is kill you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's their first response, they don't need a death panel.
Brian Zilo with a $10 donation and a thank you emoji. Thank you very much. We got Thumper the Sweaty Fat Guy. Have you heard that Whitler is pushing for a ban and confiscation of semi-pew-pews here in Michigan? Yes.
Yes,
6 counties controlling all of us? Really? I think not.
it's going to be bad.
Nope. No, I have a feeling a lot of registered weapons in Michigan are about to get lost in some tragic boating accidents if she's successful with stealing that away from us just like she stole something else.
Yep.
Fan I am. When I was in the Philippines, I went to McDonald's and the clerk addressed me, "Hello, ma'am, sir. How may I help you?" I didn't know how to answer.
You should say no. Call me Sam. That stands for Sir, ma'am.
Sir, ma'am. Sam I am. Green eggs and ham. E. Brock with a $100 donation. Wow, thank you so much.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Wow.
I still could have cracked seeing my face on it.
Newly retired chair force person here. Thank you both for what you do. Thank you so much, E. Brock. Not worthy, and definitely we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Fan I am. Come on down, y'all, to the LGBTQ. Plenty of spare ribs and sausages for everyone.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is. That's lots of sausage and what were pinwheels? Turkey pinwheels, pickle wraps.
Ugh.
Ugh. All that extra cream cheese in there.
Stop!
Just throwing you off. Got a little something. Right? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Stop it.
K-Note. Pop's right about the homeless camps and homeless OD deaths here, especially in Eugene and Portland, both leftist utopias. It's like zombie land up here.
Yeah, some of the reports I read, like literally, there was people having an argument, and then one of the people gets fentanyl and then they mysteriously die.
Yeah.
And they're thinking there's individuals in the camp that are purposely given out to people they don't like so they'll die. That's murder. Just so you know, it's murder.
Best we can do is kill you.
Yeah.
Goose Sticks, or Goustix. You and TFM saved my life. I would love to come onto the show to tell my story. The way I was saved was because the weapon was jammed. So I'm not sure if this counts or not because it's not a self-deletion story unless the weapon jammed that you were going to use on yourself. Shoot us an email, good sir. If you go to the link tree in the description, you can send an email directly through that.
We can read it on there.
Yeah, we can read it on there. If you want to tell your story, we're happy to hear it. We'd love to know. G-Man. No, gentlemen, a smartphone is not an external tumor, and AI is not Skynet. They are tools that we have not matured enough as a society to use.
Absolutely correct.
I can get behind
Listen, we're evil, hairless monkeys.
that. We're telling jokes.
Yeah.
Just telling jokes.
And we're never going to be smart enough to use this stuff because we always want to go back to, like, doing crazy, stupid shit to get pussy.
Honestly, anything that gives you instant gratification as much as this does can only be an impediment to your growth as a person.
Yeah.
We should be able to use this to become the smartest motherfuckers in history.
Yeah, no.
Because we have access to everything. And people have used it to get dumber and more complacent.
Well, instant gratification doesn't take you anywhere good.
No.
I've never, ever seen anyone get a good outcome from instant
dopamine hit after dopamine hit eventually just makes you numb to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work out well for you.
Just like everything else in your body. You use it too much, it will break down or quit working.
You're damn right. LS420 Stoner, I've read Tom Clancy, Red Storm Rising, and I'm really disappointed in Farton's Ukraine invasion. Tom Clancy had me expecting a Russian road packer. Well, Tom Clancy, I guess he expected too much. Sir Yeetus, you're one of the first Red Pill channels I've watched pop. I think you're on 2015. You're definitely one of the main reasons that I started creating content. Yeet!
All right.
All right, Sir Yeetus. So if you guys over there watching on YouTube, click on Sir Yeetus, give him a follow and a subscribe.
All right.
Always down for helping everybody out and spreading the word. Speaking of which, the Gala sisters are going to be back on the show this Thursday, and this time they got a Gala bruh who's going to be coming along with them.
All right.
We're going to be talking about the seemingly never-ending string of violence that seems to stem from lonely fans.
Yeah.
Either the models themselves, the people in their lives, they leave just a train wreck.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
where they go.
There's a lot of dudes out there that don't know their woman is doing that shit. Mm-hmm. And when they find out, I'm pretty sure bad shit happens.
Bad news bears. And you remember the chick that we talked about last week, the teacher who had the lonely fans, got fired from her teaching job? Well, now, because the it's a violation of Lonely Fans TOS to record any of your material on publicly owned grounds. They're now banned from Lonely Fans too.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Ding, 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 ding.
Fine print fuckery.
Instant karma. Just add cock.
Yeah, fine print fuckery.
Red Pill Rhino says, this is another channel here because of you guys as well. Yeetus, love your channel. Rhino out. Thank you very much, Rhino. Always good to see you. Evil Zombie Toe says, Canterbury, England has a proposal being debated to divide the city into 5 zones with fines for traveling between zones. Climate lockdowns are coming. Does that shock me for England?
No.
No.
And listen, it's just going to get worse and worse until people start fighting back. I mean, that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, this is what I mean by the silent majority can't afford to sit there and watch Netflix and shove its thumb up its ass.
That's right.
If you're like the left and you want everyone else to do it for you, sooner or later, there's not going to be anybody like that left.
Correct. Yep. And I'm old, man, so I'm out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is drink and talk shit, right?
That's it.
Which, I'd like to think we do well enough.
I think we do.
Keeping these people entertained. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. But it is time to read the really good super chats. So we're going to jump on over to New Tech and show you guys, some good Jeffrey Paul music. One last donation just came in from 4 Phantoms, $10. No comment. Thank you very much. Guys rock. So look for the links for the new tech channels, or you can just click on the link tree and you can see a list of all the live channels there.
Now listen, all the people watching this on YouTube, wake up and smell the coffee.
Yes.
Because this is what's going to happen. Have you been noticing all of the ads for YouTube TV on your YouTube? There will come a time where they'll say either pay for YouTube TV or you can't watch, or they'll remove the channel.
And then they're out.
And because they're going to have to change their business model because they created all of the competition that is literally destroying their profits.
Yep. You did it to yourself, Susie.
What I'm trying to say is get a fucking account on Rumble, goddammit.
Or MGTOW.tv, best chat on the internet.
Yeah.
You can post GIFs there, videos, pictures, and they don't have to be safe for work.
No, they don't.
That's why it's the best chat online.
Yes, it is.
All right, you mother fornificators. Links are in the chat on YouTube. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll be back.
All right.